Good morning and welcome to another episode of the Mortgage Musketeer. Today we're going to be talking a little bit about credit. Alright, so just going to hit the tip of the iceberg here. 3 quick things. First of all, pay your bills. Gotta pay your bills. The best advice I ever heard from anybody was a brand new loan officer who is just starting in the business and got a phone call, pulled credit, and they didn't have very good credit, and they asked him what they should do. And him not knowing anything else said, "You should pay your bills on time." Brilliant. I mean, I laughed at the time, but that is probably the best advice that anybody could ever get. I see it all the time where people decide, hey, there's only $25 payment this month, I'm going to skip it, I'll pay it next month and catch up. Missing that one payment just impacted your score 5,200 points, depending on where you're at on your credit score to begin with. That decision, not a good one. It's better to eat mac and cheese than miss a payment. And it was only 25 bucks, okay? Bad decision making. Pay your bills on time. Second thing is people always ask, do you need to pull credit? Yes. And the reason for that is because people all the time think they know what their credit score is. Very rarely do they ever even come close. And that's because credit monitoring systems are normally really good at monitoring credit, but really, really bad at knowing what your score is. And that's because they operate off of different scales than the FICO. So it's not that they're giving you a wrong score, they're just giving you a score based off of the scale that they're using. Credit Karma is probably one of the biggest ones that people use. They operate off of a 950 scale, and that means that their variance is extreme. So oftentimes I see swings anywhere from 5,200 points. So do you know what your score is? Probably not. Do you know what your debt is? You might, but that's the other reason we got to pull that in. We have to see what your debt is so that we can figure out what your debt to income ratio is. So between your credit score and your debt to income ratio, those are the critical pieces that tell us whether or not you qualify, what kind of product you qualify for, and how much of a home you can afford. So those are the reasons that we really need to pull that. So again, we're just dipping our toes into credit. I want to cover this in great detail, but that gives you a start. Understand that when we pull your credit, we're going to pull what's called a tri-merge report. It's going to pull your Experian, your TransUnion, and your Equifax. Then we take the low score, throw that out, and use your middle score for qualification. Now, if you and your spouse or you and a co-borrower are purchasing a home, we have to go off of the lowest middle score of the two of you. So if one person has a 760 credit score and the other person has a 640 credit score, we have to go off of the 640 credit score. We see that all the time. Or if somebody is at like a 620 and they say, well, if I bring in my mom or bring in a co-borrower or somebody else who has an 800 credit score, will that help? Yeah, it'll help as far as your layered risk is concerned, but we still have to go off of the lowest middle score of the two of you, and that would be the 620. All right, again, just dipping our toe into the water of credit, but understand when people ask you, do we need to pull your credit? Yeah, yes we do. All right, hope this helps. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Make sure that you subscribe, and I will see you next time around on Mortgage Musketeer. Remember, we're all in this together. It's all for one for all.